Okay, we finally arrived in Striaton City, and here's the gym, but this dude's out here, and he's saying that the gym leader could be in the trainer's school. Well, before you check that out, you should really look around the rest of town, because there's a lot to do. And I'll show you where you can get a cool Pokemon that'll help against both the gym leader and a fight inside of the trainer's school. So don't go in there just yet, because you see, these people here are talking about this Dreamyard. And, you know, they're kind of giving you some advice about types and stuff. Yeah, there's a Pokeball there. It's an item. It's an X-Speed, I think. And you can get it a little later on. Well, actually, I'll show you how to get it. You can get it right away. So they're talking about Elesa, and gym badges, and the GTS, which stands for the Global Trade Station. But you're not going to be able to use that until after you have your first badge and the Sea Gear. Okay, so this person only uses fire types. Well, that's hot. This person says that some people have trouble training 6 Pokemon at a time, so she heard that some use, like, 3. That's actually a really good piece of advice. Don't train 6 Pokemon right away. Ideally, you should be using maybe 3 until your Pokemon's levels are so high that, you know, even gym leaders are weak. Then you can, like, start, you know, maybe put a 4th Pokemon on your team or something. But typically, if your levels are low, that's not a good time to be adding another Pokemon. So inside of this house here, this guy will give you a Great Ball if you talk to him, which is just great because you don't have access to Great Balls right now. This old dude says that his wife just stomps him every time that they battle, so that's the sign of a true marriage. Hi, your family must be talking about you right now. Oh, really? Oh, snap. I went abroad to have Pokemon battles. Oh, really? Do your Pokemon have nicknames? When we give a Pokemon a nickname, we grow more attached to it. Don't you agree? Yeah, you bet I do. That's why I name all of my starters Maryland, so I can get really attached to them. That sure gives them personality. No, I do like nicknaming things. I think it's fun. After a battle, to my surprise, my Pokemon evolved! Well, it changed appearance. Some Pokemon evolve, some don't, etc. This Fennel said she was testing something, and she had a scary look on her face! Oh, snap! Don't want to mess with a scary-looking Fennel, huh? So you'll go back there later. She's telling you a little bit about the Dreamyard. You don't want to go there just yet. Talk to this guy, and he'll give you a Dusk Ball, which is just great. A Dusk Ball works great at night and in the cave. Plus, its name sounds great. Dusk Ball. Dusk! Yeah, Dusk, hear that? Okay, anyway, so, here's that X-Speed I was telling you about. It raises your speed stat by 1 stage when you use it in battle, and it can be kinda handy, but you don't need it, really. So I'm gonna go heal up my Pokemon, because I didn't really do that when I got to town. And then, before you go to the trainer's school, I recommend going, to the east over here, and checking out the Dreamyard. There are 2 trainers that you need to fight, but you'll get access to a really cool Pokemon at the very end of it. We are training here! We are training here. Right here, right now. Okay, so last Airy has a Purloin, level 8. I think she has 2, but point is, she's got Purloins up in here. Now that, you know, she has actually another Pokemon, Assist will work. It'll use one of the other... Critical hit? Really? Really? Assist will use one of the other Pokemon's moves, but since it's just another Purloin... Ooh, wow! I'll use Assist so I can use that one's Scratch. Hey, good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, so, yeah. There's Assist, and it's gonna copy... Oh, Scratch! Cool. Another critical hit! What is the matter with this? Jeez! Stupid Purloins. And their critical hits, and their music. Ugh. Okay, great, you have talent as a trainer. Yeah, I've got talent, alright. Okay, so, that funky little bush thing, we'll fix that after the first badge, but this guy's goal is to outperform gym leaders. How are you gonna do that, buddy? Huh? Oh, it's youngster Joey. Does he have a batch of Rattata? No, not quite, but he does have a bunch of Patrat on his team, and, I think they're all level 7. so they're not overly tough, but they're still a little bit of a pain. You know, usually it'll be 2 hits at this point. But they'll give you some good experience, and trust me, you want to get experience before taking on the gym leader. You don't have access to a lot of things that raise your experience a lot, so make every trainer fight count at this point. Because fighting against wild Pokemon to raise your levels, at this point in the game, you're going to find it is really, really slow. So that's why I highly recommend focusing on just your starter Pokemon until after you've beaten the first gym. You get a Pokemon that can help you in the first gym. And that's why we're going to the Dreamyard, because you want to have this Pokemon. It makes the first gym fairly easy, but you really want to have it. After that, you know, you can train things left and right. It gets a lot easier to train multiple Pokemon. But early on in the game, man, if you're trying to train up like a Purloin or something here, I just switched that Purloin because I switched to Purloin because I didn't want to be affected by that Leer that the first Patrat used. And, I mean, you know, this thing can get knocked out for all I care. I'm not going to use it, although I think I'm going to switch it over to Maryland since this is taking forever. Okay, there we go. See, that would have done more if I had still been affected by those 2 Leers, or the 1 Leer, or whatever it was. And great, Slimy gained some experience. Oh! By golly, he has a Lillipup! Lillipup! No Lillipup, go! Also level 7. I don't know if it's any easier or harder than the Patrat, but whatever. It's there. He's using it. You'll gain experience off of it. 72 there. My Pokemon fought well, didn't they? Yeah, right. You got a lot of work to become a gym leader, buddy. I have my goal. My Pokemon are there for me. That's why I'll always keep trying. Hey you! What was the first Pokemon I received? Oshawott? Then this Pansear could really help. Do you want this Pansear of mine? Yeah, sure. Why not, if you're giving it away? I mean, who am I to say no to free samples, really? Okay, so I'll go ahead and give my Pansear a nickname. I'll call it... I don't remember what I called it. Searburn or something. So you can go pick up that X Defend right there. And that orange traffic cone isn't going anywhere until after you've beaten the game. So don't worry about that patch of grass. Or that big hole you see down there with that boulder. You're not going to be able to do that until after you've beaten the game. So just forget about it. Get it out of your mind. Ain't happening. So, okay, I'm going to go back, heal up my Pokemon. And now that I have my Pansear on my team, or also you get a different of the elemental monkeys. You get whichever one helps complement your type of your starter. So if you started with Oshawott, you'll get Pansear. If you started with Snivy, you'll get let's see, you'll get Panpour. And if you started with the other one, you'll get the Pansage. Okay, so you can talk to this person, and if you guess these things right, which of the following items awakens a sleeping Pokemon? Could it be Awakening? I wonder. Final answer. Yeah, if you guess those right, he'll give you a full heal. And, TMs can be used over and over. Yeah, that's actually a nice improvement over, the previous generations, where they were single-use items. So I'm going to put my monkey on the first spot, because I'm going to fight Cheren here, and he's going to lead with his starter. Now, your elemental monkey is going to be strong against his starter. And it's going to be strong against the gym leader's Pokemon. You'll see that in the next episode. But for right now, have a little warm-up fight against Cheren. You'll have a chance to see how your elemental monkey performs against his Pokemon that would normally be super effective against you. But now you're turning the tables! And, okay, so yeah, I'm using my Pansear here, and it sadly has the weakest of the ability, or of the attacks, Incinerate. But it is nice because you get to burn up their berries, and that's just great because Snivy needs its berries burned. Otherwise, it's just gonna heal. So Cheren, he's just saying some stuff. Wow, there's a lot of attacks, etc., etc. And yeah, 2 shots of Incinerate, or you know, if you're using Panpour, 2 shots of water gun, or, you know, whatever your monkey uses for its type attack. It'll take your opponent out in no time. Well, it'll at least take Striaton out. Generally, they're pretty weak attacks, though. But you don't actually need to train your monkey up if you want to take on the gym leader. It's not necessary. You'll be able to take on the gym leader's Pokemon as long as your starter is at least, you know, fairly decent in level. And as long as you have that elemental monkey, which really helps. So he's going to give you 2 Oran berries, and these are actually good to put on your Pokemon right now, because there's no other real items you can use. And he tells you that you can't give a Pokemon like a man-made item, like an X-Attack or a potion, and expect it to use it. It will only work on, like, with berries or things like that. Yes, I'm the gym leader of this town. You are? Right, you want to challenge this gym? Oh, you started with Oshawott, huh? It's weak against a grass type. I'm gonna go cheat and make sure I can win against you. Well, okay. We'll take on the gym leader in the next episode of Maryland's Pokemon White Adventure.